Hello orchid fans, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I've got an unboxing here, so it's gonna be probably pretty quick because there's only one orchid in here, but it's been on my wish list forever, and I'm really excited about it. I really hope it's gonna be a nice looking orchid. So let's have a look. Loads of shredding paper, and here it is. It's quite wet. When I got this package, when the postman brought it in, the box was wet as well. The weather is absolutely horrible here. So yeah, very nicely shaped package. So let me get this box out of the way. Okay, let's have a look. They actually look pretty dry, so that's okay. You can see the leaves are a little bit kind of damaged, but the pseudobulb is huge, and oh my goodness, these roots are massive. So this is Eulophia petersii. I will put the name on the screen as well. Huge roots. I can see it's a division. You can see there is a rhizome cut here, and I think there was a rhizome cut here as well. You can see seems like a cut as well. So but oh my goodness, these roots are huge. I had this pot prepared, which is 9 centimeter pot, but I mean it's literally like I can't even fit it in here, so I'm gonna have to get a 12 centimeter pot. I wonder if I should maybe soak it first, just to get those roots a little bit more flexible and maybe just straightened out. I mean, it would love probably to be in a deep pot, because you can see these roots are all bent, so if I would straighten them out, they would be they're quite long. So yeah, let me actually get this to soak, and I'll be back to get it potted up. Alrighty, so I've got this soaking in the bucket. Hopefully the roots will get a little bit more flexible now. I would quite like to kind of straighten them up a little bit. I got this kind of, I had to get a bit creative. I don't have any long pots, so I just took a juice bottle and cut the top off, made some holes. I already put lacquer in here and the microfiber to kind of keep the humidity up a little bit. And so it's gonna have quite a bit of room for the roots. Well, maybe not too much though, but I want to try and kind of straighten the roots up so that yeah, I could get them down in the media rather than being all kind of bent like that, downwards and upwards and all kinds of directions. I can't see any, they don't seem to have any growing tips, but the roots are nice and firm, so they are alive and they are hydrating the plant. My concern though is that, so it's got a cut on this side and it's got a rhizome cut on this side as well. I wonder if it's even got any eyes. Well, actually I can see an eye right here, so this could sprout, but I can't really see anything on the other side, so we'll see. But I don't think it's gonna be growing straight away. So let's see what we can do with these roots. This is alright in terms of the roots, but I don't want this to be sitting at the edge of the pot, because I honestly have no idea where it's gonna sprout from. So I would quite like for it to be in the middle, but the roots are resisting quite a lot. So yeah, we'll do something like that. So for the media, I've got some ceramis here already, and I'll mix in probably maybe smaller balls of leca. I also got this aquarium grit, which is right here, but it's very, you know, very small grade, so I don't know if I should add it or not, although I was washing it off, and when I sprayed it here like that, it actually dried out fairly quickly. Initially I put it in like a, you know, just like a container like this, and it took forever. It just did not dry at all. So I'll maybe add a little bit. I wonder if I should only add it to the bottom, or if I should mix it in here. I'll maybe mix it in here, but not too much, because it feels like, yeah, it's holding on to moisture quite a lot. So yeah, I don't want to overdo it. And then leca. So I really only have smaller leca left in here. So I want to kind of mix it all up so that I can just have equally spread like all types of media, and I will just put it straight in the pot rather than kind of do, you know, layers or something like that. So let's see. I think I'm gonna need quite a lot of media here as well, because that bottle is massive. So I didn't tell you guys much about the plant. So this is a desert plant. So it loves heat and a lot of sun. It can basically live in direct sun, and it's very drought tolerant. And these, you know, these big bulbs, they provide, you know, they have loads of reserves for the plant. So they kind of like to have dry winters. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to keep it kind of dry during winter. But then during summer, I would quite like, you know, to provide it quite a lot of moisture and nutrients so that it can grow these big growths. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's also a terrestrial orchid, so they can be grown in basically soil as well, like well-draining soil. So, you know, that's why I'm trying to kind of provide a mix that, you know, if it was on the leca, I think it would have too many kind of air gaps. So the grit and the ceramis is kind of, you know, clogging them up, if you like. But at the same time, both of these are very well draining, so you know, they're not going to kind of keep the moisture or keep the water and soggy media throughout. Obviously ceramis is very water retentive, but you know, the water is not, you know, if it would be, for example, in moss, you can imagine it would be literally, you know, sitting basically in water, and I don't think this plant would really appreciate that. So it is quite low in the pot, as you can see. You know, I've got the edge of the pot, but it doesn't matter as long as I've got the media up to the base of the pseudobulb so that I don't bury it, and you know, the new growths have, you know, they are kind of on the base, at the base of the media. I think that's okay. That rhizome here, it's basically got, you know, the big cut. It's got only leca balls here, so hopefully again it's not gonna have too much moisture in there to rot, but I'll be watching this. I can still see like half of that, so I'll just keep an eye on it to make sure it doesn't you know, it doesn't start blackening or anything like that. And if it does, I'll just make sure I remove all the media, or I maybe put like a piece of bark or something against it so that, you know, bark is not going to hold any moisture, so it will keep that a bit drier. But I think that's going to be it. Yeah, I think I'll get those leaves cleaned up a little bit as well. I mean, A lot of people describe the color of the leaves as green or blue. So I think they should be a color of that. They shouldn't be like dark green. So yeah, we'll see how we go. So that's it for today's, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got this orchid, let me know. I really like it. It just doesn't look like an orchid at all. It's just so cool. I'm so happy I've got it in my collection now. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!